Hello, Casey Easton here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick coconut curry. I have already chopped my vegetables of choice. Choose the ones you like or what you have in the fridge. I'm a big fan of just using what you have or using what you like. And so if you do see a recipe and there's something in it that you don't like, then just change it out. So I've got some cauliflower, red peppers, and some carrots today. Got some of the multicolored carrots. If you ever use the multicolored carrots, you know that as soon as you start cooking them, they're not really multicolor anymore. So, not the funnest thing. But anyhow, I am going to start by sauteing up some of the vegetables. You can use any kind of oil. I typically use olive oil. You could use coconut oil. It's going to give it kind of a nutty taste. And if you want, super clean, no flavor, I would recommend maybe like a canola oil or something. I'm a fan of olive oil, so that's what I. And the other flavors in here are strong enough to not have that super olive oily flavor to come through. So we're gonna get that heat going. And what you want to do when you're cooking your vegetables is find the ones that are the most dense, that are going to take the longest to cook. And that's what I'm going to put in first. You want to hear a little bit of a sizzle. You kind of want to get them coated a little bit with some oil. And you're going to let that go for a couple minutes. And then I would say the next is going to be cauliflower and then the red peppers. That really just helps, it helps each one of them get a head start by a couple of minutes. That's all it's doing. I'm not putting any meat in this one. You can totally put some chicken in there. I have got some chickpeas, so we're gonna do a vegetable curry today. And then right here, I have got some stock. This is just some bouillon. I don't have stock in my freezer right now. So I always say to, pick your battles in the kitchen. Sure, stock might make everything healthier and more flavorful, but I don't have any right now, so I don't want it to stop me from making things with stock. So find a good bouillon that you like, or like a good brand of broth that you like, and that's fine. So I got those sizzling. I'm gonna toss in that cauliflower. I like cauliflower and carrots in general because they live in my fridge for a long time. Some things that don't, sometimes they go bad faster, so those are always nice to have. And let that go for a couple minutes. And then the last thing is going to be some red pepper. Okay, so we got all the vegetables in there. They're kind of cooking down. They're getting coated with oil. They got some salt on it. And then, here's my ginger trick. I take ginger, and I take more of it than I would actually put in the dish in general, and I put it in there. Then you either fish it out, or you just tell whoever gets the big bite of ginger that they get to make a wish. I usually do the latter. It's just a lot less time that you have to spend trying to peel and chop the ginger. And I'm not a huge fan of the jarred ginger, but of course, if that's what you have, that's what you have. Next thing I'm going to do, I've got the red curry paste. I like to get it, into the vegetables first and kind of get it all mixed in. It almost just livens it a little bit. It brings a little bit of more fragrance. When you start smelling it, it'll just bring the flavor a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. So we're gonna get that moving around in there, and then you'll really start to smell it. And it's got a little spice, and it smells so good. So at this point, you can almost see in the bottom of the pan, things are getting a little bit almost like crusty. That's the curry paste. It's not the vegetables, and so I don't want it to burn, but it's nice to get a little bit of flavor going there. Then we're gonna go right in with our stock. If you're going to use stock, make sure that to check if it's homemade or store-bought broth or stock. Definitely check to see if it is salted, because that is a really good way to over salt something. If you already salted and then you put in a salted broth. Same with beans. That's actually a really good thing to point out. If you're going to purchase beans at the store, make sure that you purchase them that unsalted. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't know, that when you salt your beans when you're cooking them from scratch from dry beans, don't salt them because it inhibits that final final cooking process, and that's what makes your stomach hurt. So yeah, we're gonna let this simmer down. It smells so good. We're gonna let that simmer down for about 10 minutes before we add more stuff. Okay, so now that the vegetables have been simmering for about 10 minutes, I'm gonna add the coconut milk. Coconut milk, not coconut water. Coconut milk, not coconut water. Coconut milk, not coconut water. When you open it, they'll be like, first, and you do want unsweetened, make sure that you get unsweetened, but it's gonna be really thick at the top. Sometimes if you shake it really hard before you open it, you can mix it all in, but typically I just open it all and then mix it. And once it heats up, it's gonna spread in there. So I've got this going. You get all that coconut milk in there. Now it's starting to look like a delicious curry. Basil. Basil's next. I'm gonna put this on like low, just to let it keep simmering. Basil and the lime are last. You don't want it to like super cook. But you basically take it and you try to maybe, sometimes like I'll try to find like the biggest piece and then wrap it all up. If you don't like basil, don't put basil in it. You can also put cilantro. You can put nothing. I like basil, so we'll put some basil in it. And then also we have this lime, the lime zest. If you find the kefir lime leaf at the store, get that. That stuff is good. And then we'll do a squeeze of lime. Now that it is all done, you can taste it. You can see if it has enough salt, and season it to make sure it's good. And then you have got a delicious dinner for you. All right, so we've got this beautiful red curry full of all of my favorite vegetables, and it's gonna be perfect. There's some rice under there. Perfect for any night, especially a rainy night, or a snowy night, or a sunny night.